like this because I'm telling you that she...
Happy Tuesday to everyone, and welcome to Chat T Charles. What's going on, guys? This is your host, Charles Anthony of Chatty Charles. I am here today because we are going to have an awesome episode, guys. So, being quarantined and in the house, you start to think about everything that's going on in the world, and it makes you think about your family, your friends, and, some people might be quarantined with others, roommates, friends, family, and it just makes you really value your time with people and realize how precious time is, and you never know when someone can go because of any kind of cause, and especially how many people are going to this coronavirus. So it's really good to stay in touch, talk to your family. Now is a great time to, resolve those differences that, you guys might have. Families first. Blood is thicker than water. So I definitely want everyone to take this time, while we're all quarantined home, take time to reflect, go back, reminisce, pull out those old pictures, go old school, don't pull out pictures on your phone, guys. Yeah, I know you have boxes and pictures from the days when we actually used to have to go to a actual photo processing place. I remember mine in my neighborhood, and it's funny, my best friend actually worked there, and I remember we used to actually get our, you can get the hour done, you get the hour photo processing done. It costs a little bit more money, but otherwise you would have to wait, a couple of days to go pick up your photos, and you had to get them during a certain time and pick them up in the pharmacy area. So yeah, we have definitely come a long way, and we're able to show our family fun instantly now with all the social media platforms that we have. It's an instant way to share with your loved ones and to share the things that you and your loved ones are doing. So that's always awesome. So I'm glad people are doing that. A lot of people are actually doing that right now. As you can see, we are trapped at home. A lot of parents are having to, do schooling with their children, and they're not used to this. And it's hard. You're hearing also on the news, teachers are having problems. I guess it's hard to do with the Zoom program. I believe a lot of the school systems are using. But, yeah, so they're home with their kids doing more. So you get to learn a little bit more about your kids and see how they actually act during the day. And because you don't get to see that whole aspect of your child's life, you see them when they're home from school and on the weekends, and you really don't know that activity that might be going on in school, or what might not be going on in school that people are saying are going to school. But we're here to talk about family fun today, so let's not think about what the kids may not be doing or doing in school, because they won't be back in school for a while. So it's up to you, my fabulous parents. Right now I do want to give a shout out to the parents. All of your hard work and dedication and patience during this terrible pandemic that we're experiencing. Mad love. I am loving all these posts I'm seeing. I have a lot of friends have children, and some who just recently had children, and I've been seeing some great posts that people have been actually putting up, and there's some funny ones up there, that say, like, if you see my children locked outside the house today, mind your own business. They're having a fire drill. Like stuff like that. Or if you see a mom and dad, they're having a parent-teacher conference. It's some funny stuff that people are posting. So they're making light of the situation. This is not a normal situation for anyone by any means. So we're all hanging in there patiently. And those of us who aren't with children, we might be acting like children in the house. Or at a time looking at all of our friends' children's pictures on these social media apps and just maybe thinking about now, oh, good point. Before we get into this family fun, well, this is funny too, because every time I talk to my father, he's a riot. Love my parents. My two parents are in Maryland right now, quarantine. They don't plan on leaving the house even 2 months after this apparently passes, because people are stupid and they go out and do things just because someone says it's okay to do, but you need to be vigilant. And you got to keep washing your hands. Just because this ends, guys, does not mean that you should not be vigilant anymore and stop practicing everyday sanitary things you should be doing to begin with. The kids are here. This is the kids episode. Kids, wash your hands. You see someone in the bathroom or about to leave the bathroom, you tell them to wash their hands. It's polite and it's how people don't get sick. And I'm pretty sure everyone's been washing their hands to the point where they feel like they're going to bleed, they're cracked, and they're dry. And no amount of lotion, can cure sensitive hands. I'm just like, I don't know what to do, guys. If you have any solutions, I would love some suggestions. What's keeping the kids' hands soft? Play-Doh, something, anything. Actually, I don't know. Moms, dads, is there any kind of product that would keep my hands soft during these coronavirus times from the constant hand washing? Is there any children's products that I can use that would be great? I would love to know. Let me know. Hey, kids, if it's okay with mom and dad, make sure you're with them. Go ahead and send. I was about to say Mr. Charles. That's camp. One of the camp counselor kids used to call me. Well, let's go, Mr. Charles. Call me Mr. Charles. He said, Mr. Charles, some suggestions I would love to know, because my hands would love to feel like it's not constantly winter and they're frostbitten, because it was 73 degrees today and my hands are cracked and they still hurt, and I'm sad, and it makes me sad, and I can't sleep when I'm sad. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's not be sad. Let's get on to some fun stuff, guys. So, family fun. Now, the reason I decided to go this episode, as I said, is because everyone's home quarantine with their family, and you have a lot on your mind, and you start to think about family and friends and other people, and reach out to people. We've seen a lot of people that aren't able to, be in contact with their grandparents. I know that my parents will be celebrating one of their good. I got to stop saying, guys, sorry, I apologize for that. I caught myself on that. Actually, my sister, see, this is why we're talking family fun. Actually, my sister caught me on that. She said, stop saying on your podcast. She's always correcting me, but that's good. We correct each other in a loving, fashionly manner, because our parents educate us very well, and grammar is one of those things that must be correct so you can be presentable. Always correct yourself if you mispronunciate something. There's nothing wrong with correcting yourself, because correcting yourself means that you want to get it right next time, and by retaining that information and repeating it again and correcting yourself, you'll attain that knowledge, and it makes you even smarter, because you're taking the time to what, guys? Proofread your work. I know you guys have all heard that. I know your teachers say make sure you proofread it. It makes a big difference in your letter grade. Now, I can say I'm experiencing something as the kids. Well, you kids are out of school, so a lot of you are doing the online Zoom, and I as well have gone back to school, and I'm doing online programming, and I can understand your frustration. I'm not sure if our platforms, they're probably similar. They might be a little bit, more hands-on for the younger generation. But, yeah, it can be confusing if you don't have someone there to explain it, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, we can have the most technology inclined parents in the world, but they may not use a certain program or not know how to use a program that you might be using at one of your schools. So sometimes it's fun to teach mom and dad stuff they don't know. That's a good time to reflect now. Teach your children stuff they don't know. Children, teach your parents that we're always learning something. We're always ready to go, and we're always ready to be involved in our children's lives. And things are changing so fast, and you guys are growing up so quick. You got to teach mom and dad. You got to stay on track. We got to stay current. And you don't want us embarrassing you at the dances, because, a lot of kids get embarrassed when their parents show up to those dances, and they don't think mom and dad got the groove, but they don't realize that those moves are classic moves that we've been doing since whatever decade we were born. So don't laugh at mom and dad when they're out there busting the groove. And if you don't know that song, mom and dad, y'all know what to do. Get that busted groove out and put it on and have some family fun. And if you do, I want you to send me your clips of y'all busting a move to bust a move, and send it to my Chatty Charles Twitter. That's hashtag chat, T as in the drink, T-E-A, Charles, chat T Charles. Send it over to my Twitter, or you can send it over to my social media, my Instagram, The Real Charles Anthony, all one word, The Real Charles Anthony. And I would love to see those videos of you all having family fun to bust a move. That's my challenge out there. Hey, if you don't have kids, but you still a family, hey, husband and wife, that's a family. That's family fun. If you're a family of one, hey, you're your own family. If you're a family of friends like I'm living with right now in LA, we're a family of friends, we'll bust a groove. So I want to see everyone bust a groove, hashtag it, send it to my social media, and let's see who does the best bust a groove number. I would love to see this. I'm excited for this. Make sure you guys please send this video. This will be awesome. I'll send one. I'll go ahead and make mine. Well, not this evening. I'm doing this live, so after this, I'm going to bed. And if there's any parents who are nice enough to let their kids stay up to listen to this, you're awesome parents, and you kids need to be going to bed after this too, because school is still in session tomorrow. I don't know if it's in your family room, your kitchen, your basement, your backyard, your pool. Oh, that would be awesome. Wouldn't that be awesome, guys? Pool. Can you imagine school in the pool? School in the pool. Hey, I rhymed, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I'm on a roll tonight. Anyway, so I was talking to my family earlier today when I was letting them know what tonight's topic would be on my podcast. And, a lot of families have gotten on these group text, different platforms, or if they all have the same provider and same kind of phone, then they've all been able to, basically just all get on FaceTime. But we have a family chat going, which involves my father, my mother, my two older sisters, and my niece. I have a nephew, but he's not on it. He's about 16, so, we like to have adult talks, so we didn't put him in there. And he's not going to pay attention. He's got better things to do, I'm pretty sure. So we were actually speaking earlier and texting, and I said, hey, guys, do you guys have any funny stories from our childhood, like vacations, family moments, or anything? I remember a lot of things from my childhood. I remember a lot of things, which kind of freaks my parents out and my sister sometimes and other people, because they don't understand I can remember stuff when I was so young. I guess it's a gift to have because I'm a Pisces. Yes, I'm the youngest of three, the only boy, and a Pisces. So I'm very blessed. So let's just say that I have plenty of stories to tell, and I could write a whole book of small, short stories for you, actually. Short stories I could write for you. And we'll see. This is the time to reflect, everyone. Think of great business adventures to go on in an economy in a world that we're living at right now at its worst. I hope and pray to God that it can't get any worse than this ever again. But at this moment, at its worst, think about something that could thrive, something that could help this economy, that could help get the economy back on track, as well as financially get, people of the Americans and people of the world back on track. Because if we can survive this, we can survive anything. Say that again. If we can survive this, we can survive anything. As long as we have love, hope, trust, and we look to the future, guys, we will be the strong, proud Americans that we are all born and raised to be, or those who have become American citizens. And all those who live in America as well, who live in this great, great, great land that we are blessed to be in, regardless of who our current leader might be, current health situation around the world. I'm pretty sure on your vacations, there was a lot of different things you saw that were different than what you saw every day in life growing up in your neighborhood. Now, going on vacations is an opportunity to go out and see other places, venture to new worlds and horizons. You can stay in the country, domestic, or you can go international. You get to see the world and get to travel and meet new people, see new faces, have new experiences, experience new culture and food, crafts. I can keep naming all night. And then I got stuck, but I want to go back to food. So I'm pretty sure the most favorite is food. If you guys agree, let me know if food is your favorite when you go on vacations with your family. There's nothing like a good family meal. Sitting down with your family, that was always the best time, I realized. We always had the best discussions at dinner time, because that's the unwind time. You sit down. I remember my family, we would sit down, we'd have our dinner. And it's our religiously to watch our favorite show on Thursday nights was The Cosby Show. Now, we're not talking about Bill Cosby, because I'm talking about Heathcliff Huxtable. Heathcliff Huxtable, not Bill Cosby, guys. But The Cosby Show, you have to nod your head with me, was an amazing show. And it taught us so many values and, as adolescents. And I enjoyed the show and loved it, and I can relate to it because it actually introduced the black culture, middle class, upper class culture to an audience that, doesn't see it possibly every day or live in that area that might be diverse. So it's good that they had this show because it, allowed us to take down barriers and realize that we're all one. We're all one people, no matter what race, no matter what color, no gender, sexual orientation, guys. It doesn't matter. We're all one people. It's all that matters. So watching The Cosby Show as a little kid, that was my favorite on Thursdays with my family. We would all get together. My mom would make popcorn in our old school popcorn maker. You guys probably don't know what that is, some of you younger folks that are listening in to this podcast. The old school popcorn maker, when you had to actually take the kernels and put them in, sometimes people didn't have that, had to put them in a pan and actually do it on the stove. We still do that now because it tastes better. It just tastes better. We're not old school, guys. Stop calling us old. Some things taste better the old school way. So stop thinking mom and dad are out of date. We're not outdated, guys. We're just teaching you other ways and lessons. So appreciate mom and dad for the things they're teaching you of the past, because the new ways you guys are doing things, you might have to do it the old ways one day, because it might not be able to do it because you might not have electricity or the internet. So you're going to have to know how to do it the old-fashioned way, as you guys would say. So now, family vacations. I can go back and remember as far as family vacations when I was a little boy, probably no older than 6. I remember my parents used to always tell me stories that sometimes we had to leave the place we went on vacation because my wandering mind and curiosity always led me to wanting to play with electronics in the room and just not like stick a fork in the socket or anything like that. Just discover them, like remote controls or buttons. I love buttons and lights a lot as a kid. I remember that. And I was able to program things. I believe I've taught my parents how. I remember the VCR, when it first came home. I taught my parents how to program that so my mom could record her stories. Oh, my mom loves herself some Young and the Restless. Yes, she does. And you know what, Mom? I used to sit and watch that with my mom too during summer when we were out of school, because I loved sitting and having that time with my mom. Is like me and mom time, I was a mama's boy, guys. And I don't care. I'll say it. I was a mama's boy and I love my mama. And I used to lay there in bed with her in the summer. We would watch Young and the Restless, followed by Bold and the Beautiful. And let me tell you, I love my mom so much, I would rub her feet, okay? And I don't like feet, but I love my mom. And I came from my mom, so I will rub my mom's feet. She gave birth to me. I love my mom, just as you should love your mom. So, kids, I'm not telling you to rub your mom's feet every day. It could be a nice gesture once in a blue moon. If mom looks like she's had a hard day, you could put a smile on her face and say, Mama, can I rub your feet for you? Even if you attempt, guys, it's like 10, 30 seconds. You made the attempt. The small things count. Mom will be grateful. I understand if you don't want to go near dad's feet. Sorry, dads, I can't help you there. I think the kids are probably going more towards mom's feet. But kids, give your dad a hug. Dads love hugs. Give him a big old hug and say, thanks, Dad. Hope you had a good day at work. All right, guys. So I hope you guys have your stories that you have in your head. Now, my father, he's on the East Coast and started the podcast a little bit later, half an hour. We had some technical difficulties going on. There's a lot of things going on with internet providers and different services right now. Obviously, the workforce isn't out there as strong as it is, so we have to deal with what we have, and I'm just happy that I'm able to get on here and do this episode with you guys because I need some family fun. So when I was talking to my family earlier, I'm going back to my text, it was my sister's in there. First of all, before I get into that, it's funny, just anything's funny in my family. I just have a funny family. Conservative, respectful, very well educated, but just funny. We are the Cosbys. We got called that a lot. People were like, "You're like the Cosby family." All my life, that's what people said. Because we are a very funny family. My parents are very stern in structure and get your work done and good grades. You have to be a good student, but they are fun. My parents can have a good time and show their kids a good time and other people's a good time. When your parents want you to do stuff, guys, and you don't want to do it, I mean, who does want to do half the stuff their parents ask them to do? They don't. But, yes, you might be a little bit young and you don't want to do it then, but it's going to be rewarding for you in the future, guys, because that little thing that you didn't want to do when you were maybe 12 years old, you're going to realize that at 18, or maybe that's, we'll say 18, because that should be the driving age now. I think it is now in some places. 18 years old. Oh, guess who didn't get a car? Remember when Dad asked you to help him wash the car when you were 12 years old and you said, "No, Dad, I'd rather sit in and play my Xbox." Well, you can continue to play your Xbox because Daddy's not getting you a car on your 16th birthday. And you don't want to be sitting at home alone playing your Xbox, guys. No. So, love Mom and Dad. And you never know, that could lead to an amazing, amazing family vacation, okay? Play your cards right. That's all you got to do. Kids, realize you just got to play. I'm not saying play your cards right. Be respectful. Do not lie to your parents. Lying to your parents just gets you in more trouble. And in the long run, you could save yourself the time, save your parents the heartache, and save your parents the money, and save yourself the punishment, the amount of punishment, the length of that punishment, by telling them the truth. Don't get caught in a lie, because your parents, number one, always know when you're lying. They gave birth to you. You're their child. They know when you're lying. So don't lie to your parents, because you want to have that trust and that bond between your parents, because if you get into a pickle and something bad happens and you need your parents' help, you want them to be there for you, guys. If anything bad ever happens to you and you need someone to call your mom and dad, you want mom and dad to be able to help you, right? So be good to mom and dad. I didn't mind washing dishes. I liked washing the dishes. My sisters, we had a dishwasher too, but let me tell you, we would wash dishes. These stories are just funny, guys. So, yes, we had the dishwasher, but sure enough, after dinner, my father would, "Okay, that was a great meal. That was a great meal." To my mom, it was great. It was great. "All right, kids, are you going to clean up for Mom? All right, Anthony, you go get Anthony. You're on dishes. Charlie, you're on drying. Melanda, you're on put away." Like, he just yelled out, and we would do it. No problem. No questions asked. No attitude. You just do it. You do nice things for your parents because they do nice things for you all the time. Like, they gave you birth. You're on this planet. You exist because your parents. Thank them for that too. So, little chores, the little things go a long way, guys. I mean, and it's just more family time. And you get to, oh my gosh, you have this family time. Like, you know how you sit down, you have your shows, you watch your parents. I mean, I know when I was younger, we were my sisters and I are, more advanced. We were more advanced for our age. So, our parents would allow us to watch content that was for older kids. And it was no problem. I was allowed to watch rated R movies at a younger age because I could handle that and I understood the meaning of it. And I remember we used to sit down and we watched The Cosby Show, and we watched, Different World would come on right after The Cosby Show. That was my show too. We watched some other things, but I know one of these nights we used to watch this show, Current Affairs. Current Affairs used to come on, and I remember the old school theme that used to come, this Current Affairs, and it's like, and there's like a pyramid at the end of the opening. credits and I just remember this one story they were telling about this guy. It's not a scary story, and it's nothing to be scared about, guys, but they were talking about this guy named Jack the Ripper, and I was probably like, I must have been like 10 or 11 years old. And I remember they're talking about Jack the Ripper, and he, I guess, went around and grabbing girls in the shower or something like that, It's been a long time, but I remember at that point, my mom was like, okay, Anthony, your turn. Go up, shower, so you can get ready for bed. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not showering. After hearing that, my father said, boy, go get up in the shower. Are you a girl that's going to be in the shower alone? No. I was like, no. He's like, okay, then. He's not coming to get you. My father, he's usually right, man. So, but you know what I did, too? I went right up to that shower. Did I get in? No. I closed the door. I turned the shower on. I let the water run. Stayed in there for about 15 minutes. Turned the water off. Splashed the water on my body to make it look like I was wet and took a shower. Went into my room, put my pajamas on, came back downstairs and sat on the couch with my parents because it was time for the premiere of Michael Jackson's Thriller video. Yeah. That was the best video ever. I don't know if people do this anymore, if they even do the premieres like they used to. And that was the thing. Oh my gosh. Parents and their kids all around the world would jump in mom and dad's bed. And when it was premiere time for like a Michael Jackson video, a Madonna video, any one of these big pop artists, it was like the highlight. Everyone would jump in mom and dad's bed and just wait for the countdown. And then there would be the premiere of that music video. And it's not just like a quick music video. It was like a made for TV movie video. Like, you know, they'd be like 7 to 8 minutes long, and Michael Jackson never ever spared any expense. His videos were amazing. And I remember watching that premiere of Thriller with my family. I remember my sisters and I sitting on the couch, and my parents being there as well. Oh, you know what? I believe my grandmother was in town, actually. My grandmother was in town, yes, from South Carolina. And I remember it being such an awesome video. And then I remember after the video was over, I remember I got up from my family room and I went to, I believe, go to the kitchen. And yes, it was the kitchen. And no, it wasn't. I got up from the couch in the family room to go upstairs to go to my room. And I remember leaving the family room. Well, I left the family room and I went into the foyer, the hallway, to go up to the stairs to go up to my bedroom. And I guess because it was around fall, it was around Halloween time, that's when they released the video, and I guess because of how the wind was blowing outside and the reflection from the lights in the garden had been hitting the trees, the outside walls of the house, the reflections coming in the windows. Man, I swear that part in the video where they're all like zombies coming out of the grave and they're trying to get in that house and get that pretty girl, I swear to gosh, that's how I felt when I turned into the hallway, because our front door is at this time it was glass, 3 glass panes. You can't stained glass now, so you can't see directly in, but they were plain glass panes, and I just saw like figures, and it was probably, obviously it was all in my head. It freaked me out, and I just remember running up the stairs and getting to the top of the stairs, and I think I had footies on the bottom of my pajamas, and just slipping and coming back all the way down the stairs, but then looking out the window and being freaked out again, then running back up the stairs, and then slamming my door and running in my room and jumping under my covers. I don't know why. I mean, Michael Jackson didn't scare me at all. That video didn't scare me at that moment. It might have scared me. I don't understand, but hey, I do love that video. It's a great video. Scary moments can be fun family moments, definitely, because a good laugh is always a good, fun family moment. And that's what my family's all about. We love to make one another laugh in the presence of one another, on the phone. You know, sometimes you can't always be with your family for the holidays. You can't be quarantined with your family during this pandemic that's going on. Children are away at college. People are off doing different things. You know, families are spread out around the world. You can't always be together. So you got to treasure those moments and that time. You got to love one each other, guys. Remember that. Family first. We're going to take a quick break, guys. So when we come back, we're going to continue some more family fun. We'll be back, short break. Daddy Charles is brought to you by Google Mini, an assistant with the voice of Issa Rae.
It's time.
Chatty Charles. Okay, Google, tell me a joke.
How many millennials does it take to screw in a light bulb?
It's time.
How many?
None. Millennials killed the light bulb industry.
Ha ha ha, you're so funny.
Oh, is that why you were laughing at me? That's a relief.
Give me a song.
I'm making up a song. It's not very long. I told you it wasn't long.
You sure were right about that. I want to tell people about my day, but I want to talk about one of my favorite people.
Surprising. According to Kunu.com, in Mongolia, people play polo on yaks instead of horses.
It's good information to know.
Okay, I'll let you be the judge.
Tell me about Dr. Charles R. Drew.
According to Wikipedia, Charles Richard Drew was an American surgeon and medical researcher. He researched in the field of blood transfusions, developing improved techniques for blood storage, and applied his expert knowledge to developing large-scale blood banks early in World War II.
It's time.
Chatty Charles. Hey guys, and we are back from the break. Welcome back to Chatty Charles, and we are on the episode of Family Fun, guys.
It's time.
Chatty Charles. Now, before we went to commercial break, we were talking about, well, I was talking about my family and the Michael Jackson scaring me when that Thriller video came out, and just how families would gather sometimes during premieres on music videos, which was a big thing. As well as, I remember gathering on my parents' bed. It's always my parents' bed we gathered on, because it was a big, comfy, like, California King. I remember that. And just watching certain things like Grease. Oh my God, I'm a huge Grease fan. Like, I'm a drama geek, guys, whatever. I'm an actor, whatever. Don't hate. I love Grease. I love Grease. And I remember watching that on my parents' bed and just singing. I mean, they weren't singing. My parents weren't into Grease and stuff. I think I was probably the only one into it. Maybe my sister Charlotte at the time was too. Yeah, she was, because my sister was, she was into, the whole entertainment, theater stuff too. But yeah, we were probably the only two into it. My oldest sister now, I don't think so much. She's more I don't want to call my oldest sister a bookworm. She wasn't a bookworm. She said she was a nerd, but she was a cool nerd. You can have a cool nerd. My oldest sister, you're a cool nerd, Melanda. And she knows it. They used to call her the girl with the green paseo. That was her nickname. The girl with the green paseo. I'm like, that's my sister. That's my sister. I love my sisters. Let me tell you. They've always had my back. Even when I was in middle school, and they were in the high school directly across the parking lot. And this little boy was saying some very unpleasant things to me. And I, at the time, yes, being young, I had just switched schools due to unfortunate altercation at the previous middle school with a teacher who had lied and said something that I did not do, but that was a different time, so different era. I'll let your parents explain that to you, how that existed and still does exist in some places, unfortunately. But switched schools, and I remember, I guess the rumors had been said, and people had made up their own conclusions to what had happened, instead of coming to the source or just minding their business, which they should have done. And I'm all excited to be in middle school and happy. My friends that I'd actually known from 6th grade, this is 7th grade I made the switch, but in 6th grade I actually knew them because we were all lumped together at one middle school, because they were currently building the other middle school. So we were at an overcrowded middle school in 6th grade. Oh my God, there was like 4,000 kids. And I don't know if you kids these days know what portables are, but they're like extended classrooms. So picture your school and the blacktop where the basketball courts are and all that. Now picture your school with like 2 basketball courts and no more, because they're all covered with portable classrooms. Yeah, that was the thing of the 90s, portable classrooms. But now, there's expanding schools so much. They're so big because the population keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. By the way, parents, not sure if you're doing this, but they're saying that this is going to be the next baby boom. So I don't know what you guys are doing in the house, but they're saying this is going to be the next baby boom because everyone's at home with Corona. So we shall see. If you're out there, if you're trying, good luck. If you guys are out there begging mom and dad and cheering on for little brother and sister, I wish your parents the best of luck. Hope you get that little brother and sister this Corona season. I'm kidding. So now, I was saying earlier, I was on a text with my mother and my father and my sisters and my niece who, congratulations, will be graduating from Benedict University in South Carolina. Original graduation date was set for May 9th, but obviously, due to the Corona, they're pushing it back to August. But congratulations for finishing your degree at Benedict College University. I'm very proud of you. See? Stick it through, kids. You can do it. You can do it. She didn't like school one bit. She did not like school at all. I remember my niece was born when I was, I believe, a junior in high school. She didn't like school, and I spoiled her. I love my niece. She didn't like school. She didn't like do her work, but it paid off in the long run. She did it. She got through high school. She went to college and got through work and did it. It doesn't take long, and you reward it. You get rewarded in the long run. You buy yourself some nice things. You don't have to call mom and dad all the time. Wouldn't that be nice? Right? And mom and dad are over there shaking their head like, yeah, that would be nice. Thanks, Charles. So on my text message, let me look at this. So first off, let me tell you all how it starts off because love you, Dad. Now, what's funny I find between my second oldest sister and my father, my sister will say something in a text, or she'll say it, or vice versa. He'll say something in a text, or he'll say something, whether it's on the phone, whatever. It's funny. And then literally one will repeat the same thing after the other person just said it, as my sister said in this text message to my father earlier, which, my father's been giving us advisories, about COVID-19. We've been sending funny memes. We've been sending so many funny things, gifts, and all types of stuff. And today, earlier, my father had said, let me read this to you guys. It's all right. So this pertains to, the whole coronavirus, right? So the text message, let me see who started this in my family this morning. Okay, so, first of all, let me tell you this. 4:37 a.m. this text came in. So that's 2:37 a.m., I guess, California time. So my sister's in Atlanta. So the text is about basically your shoes for the soles, because they're saying now that shoes might actually function as carriers, and the researchers have wrote that we highly recommend that people disinfect their shoe soles before they're walking out of the wards. A lot of these wards are containing COVID-19 patients, so you can apparently get corona through your soles of your shoes, guys. So disinfect your shoes, and they're saying wash your shoes once a week at least. She says, there's no advisory on this best method for cleaning shoes to best protect against the coronavirus. But a nurse went viral on her TikTok for her disinfectant routine, which included placing shoes in bleach overnight. Shoes made of fabrics like mesh or canvas can be cleaned in the washing machine. The United Kingdom's National Health Service recommends washing fabrics at high temperatures at 140 degrees Fahrenheit with a product that contains bleach to enhance the disinfectant results. Now, the bleach has been tested and clinically proven, guys, to kill that bacteria and the viruses. Now, she had sent that. That's what my sister had sent. And I believe I followed up with, I was like, I wash my tennis shoes once a week. I keep them outside the door, and I always change my socks when I come home, along with my clothes. I said, gel inserts could help. It could be an extra layer of protection in our shoes. My sister replies, yep. And also wash your hair and body after you come in and strip your clothes off. Be more my body, because I have a shaved head. I don't have any hair. But I know I wash it too. I wash like 3 times, scrub. Yeah. I'm a clean freak, guys, so. And then I reply, yep, as I just said. Dad replies, need to change clothing every day and place in bag to wash. Not mixing with other clothing. Must change your clothing every day. Take off when you're first getting home. Would pick a pair of shoes for work use only and disinfect the bottoms with spray or wipe. My sister replies, I can see their faces, guys. You're repeating what I already initially said, sir. My father. Because you need to take this seriously. I know you think I'm a fart. This is not an old people problem. Actually, yes, old people are contracting the virus because we are keeping our asses home. Because we get it, and our chances of survival is less. We're just praying we all stay safe and well. My sister, yes, Dad, we are watching the news and reading too. We know, old fart. And then I sent them something funny from Instagram. I think that's actually what I said. We're doing family fun tonight. That's going to be the topic of this podcast. That's actually what I sent them. All right. And then, I pretend to go on and say, hey, Dad, anyone, give me some great family fun times that stick out the most in your mind. I said, I'm going to probably do that tonight for my podcast. It could be a vacation, a good childhood time, particular incident, a time we were forced to have fun with you guys. I was like, let me know. And sure enough, then my father replies, well, they start talking about masks. They start talking about masks because, we need more mask protection. By the way, if anyone needs any masks, guys, I will have some information to the site you can go to. My sister is a fashion designer, and she is making masks. And she literally has been slammed with orders, but I'm so proud of her. She actually had some masks that were ordered for a squad, and the squad resold them in less than a minute. And they've taken these orders to people. Her store's husband ordered masks for his squad and resold them, and they sold out in less than a minute, guys. And he's currently taking more orders to send to her. So, guys, if you need masks, CRC, yeah. Charlotte Rochelle Clothing Company, guys. So, continuing in the text, my father says, are you having some family calling in tonight? I said, the call-in time's 9 p.m. Pacific time. It will be 12 midnight on the East Coast. Who wants to use Duo? My father, this is so weird for me because, my parents, my father didn't even know how to text. So this is all my parents are all up in this. But hey, you got to entertain them, guys, because, we got to protect our parents or they can't leave the home. And then the reply was, I said, no, wait, what is that? Hey, no, it's going to be late there. By the way, my Apple does not, Siri, you stink. She does not translate the things I say correctly, or even when I type them. So I'm very upset about that. Apple, we need to fix that. I said, oh, I believe this, Mr. Hey, no, it's going to be late there. So if anyone just call me. This isn't for me. Just call me. We can record it. Whatever. So my father, I wish I could choose. Oh my God. So this is a funny story. So my father posts. It looks like Santa Claus in a nightgown, but not in a Christmas nightgown, in a red convertible. Then my father proceeds to say, coming home from Disney World, we stopped for gas. They had a snowball stand. Apparently, I don't know if my father says, I don't know if this is a curse me to buy him a snowball. Oh, God, I probably said you should curse him a lot. I probably did. It's a little kid. I guess it's supposed to say, I'm going to take the benefit for the doubt. I'm going to go with, you started to curse me to buy you a snowball, but you had already eaten a lot of junk food. I told you to get in the van. I was tired, and I was trying to get us back to South Carolina. And then arguing with you, I did not realize until driving about 50 miles, and I was driving in the wrong direction back to Florida. It was Disney World that we were driving back to. Oh, so I guess I got my father really flustered because I must have really wanted that snowball. I'm really trying hard on my mind to remember that. But I could see that. Me wanting a snowball. Maybe that's why I got the Snoopy snowball thing that year. Good question. Yes, and then we proceeded in our text message, and I said to my father, "Oh, that's hilarious. Yes, that has to be told. We have to tell that story." And I said to him, at first I thought you were about to tell the story about a time when we all went to South Carolina in my mom's Benz to go see my grandma, and all these ants got in the car. That's a time I remember because, first of all, I'm allergic to ants. I am 40 years old, and they still make me itch by looking at them in an ant farm. Even talking about them make my skin crawl. They're harmless, but not for me. They make me itch, like my skin crawl. Oh, it's bad. I think it's just my allergies. It goes hand in hand with my allergies. So moving on. So we continue talking our conversation, the text message, and then my niece jumps in. She's like, "I'm at work, but I have headphones. When they go to sleep, they can eat." She's like, "I'm at work. It doesn't matter." I believe she's cleaning. She's on the retirement right now. So moving on the conversation, I was like, "Okay, guys, if you're working, obviously it's fine." And of course, my second old sister said, "I'll be silencing my phone because I have a nighter and a week-long orders to knock out, but we have tons of funny memories to tell." So she had to get back to making masks. And then all of a sudden in the text message it says, "It was spiders, not ants." That's from my oldest sister. Then my other sister. "No, they were ants. Just made my skin crawl. Southern ants, small red ones." Then my oldest sister. "No, they were spiders. I remember vividly. It was on my side of the car." This is like I can see this all over again, y'all. Oh, Lord. Then my sister says, "No, the ones in the van." And I'm like, "In the Mercedes?" And then my oldest sister replies, "No, in the Benz." And then my mom liked, "In the Mercedes." LOL. I said I must have been somewhere between 6 and 8. Then my sister says, my second old sister says, "The blue van had ants from the trees in Grandma's driveway." I can see the thing I'm trying to imitate because I know how they talk. And I can see their expressions. I can see the look on their faces. That's when y'all know your family. And I said, "Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, so the ants were in the blue van, and it was the little red spiders in Mom's Benz." And then my father says, "You both may be correct. We had problems with both of those cars at various times, but ants are always known to be in South Carolina." And, of course, we all liked the message from my father and my sisters. "Peace out. If y'all got an emergency, 15 minutes, my phone will be on, so you got 15 minutes to call me." Giving us a timeline. So that's my funny family. And, I mean, just throughout this entire time of being quarantined, there are so many, we just got chilly here in California. There are so many funny things I've been sharing. Me cooking videos with my family. Some things I'm recreating some of my mom's recipes and putting my own little spin on it. Yes, I am. So I hope you're proud of me, Mama. My best friend, my roommates have had the pleasure of being able to devour the food I've made. It's good. Eating is a good time right now, guys, and eating brings people together, and it's also family fun. So it's a great time to learn your mom or dad's recipes so that you can pass those on, tradition, to your family one day, or so you know how to cook.
I was going to say that, too.
Right?
I was like, it's a good time for people to fucking learn how to fucking
cook. No cursing kids on this episode. But it's a good time to learn how to cook, exactly. You can learn how to cook to feed yourself. When I told my mom, "Hey, Mom, look, I know how to do my laundry in 3rd grade." "Good, you can do your own laundry." Like, I started cooking probably around the same time, 3rd grade, too. I was always interested in my mom cooking in the kitchen. I'm the only one in the family that can recreate all my mom's recipes. I can do my mom's Thanksgiving dinner on point 100%, just like she does. It's been tested, tried, and true. I've had friends who've been here in California who've had my mom's food. I made it Philly. I've made it various places I live. And people have said, oh my God, this tastes just like your mama's. Now, the one thing I need to perfect, Mom, so whenever I get to come home, we're going to do this over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm going to record it because I need to perfect your rolls. As everyone else says, your mama's rolls. I'm going to call it your mama's rolls. That's what everyone calls it. Your mama's rolls. That's how they say it. Oh, your mama's rolls or Mira's rolls. Like, they're delicious, guys. You have no idea. They melt in your mouth. I get the taste factor. And the first year I did it, I don't know. The first year I did it, I got it perfect. But then I've been trying to do it again for the past couple years, and I can't get it right. It's either me or the grocery store gave me some bad yeast. And I'm thinking it's the yeast because I don't have problems cooking. I got everything else right, so it doesn't ring a bell to me at all why these things weren't turning out correctly. I mean, they taste good, but the texture is everything. And the hot, and when you butter them, I'm telling you, cooking with your family makes great family time stories. And you get to eat. Who doesn't want to eat and hear a good story? Oh my God, that's like the coolest thing ever. Eating and a good story. Something so funny, it spits out your mouth. Those are good times. And those are things you will always remember because you can relate that meal to that good time that you had. Now, I'm sorry a lot of people will not be taking vacations this year with their family due to this virus and kids being out of school, but you don't have to go anywhere, guys. You don't have to go anywhere extravagant. You don't have to apparently leave your house. You can have fun. We are in a age that people are so blessed to have the sources of entertainment in their own homes right now. I'm talking your social media. I'm talking your iPad. I'm talking your games, everything. There's so much you can do. If this hit us when I was 17 in the 90s, paging each other numbers to spell out words like B-O-O-B, boob, stuff like that. We probably have been singing songs from Friends. Like, who knows? Like, what would we have been doing? Because we couldn't. Yes, we had the internet, but no one's trying to be AOL dial up all night. No, nobody's trying to do that all night to socialize. So I don't know what we would have done back then. So you're blessed. You're blessed, kids. And parents. We're all blessed. So be happy that we have this and that we can all share our experiences. It makes us feel so much more connected as one because it makes us know that we're all going through the same thing. We're all in this together. It's not one or the other. It's all of us together. So it's been really insightful to see everything around the world, how people in different countries are, as far as their health, as far as what they're doing to recover from this, as far as what they're doing to stay calm at times like this, how they're continuing to educate their children during times like this. Different resources. It's awesome to see how the world can come together to make a change. Oh, y'all about to have me bust out. Yeah, I can't sing the song because I don't own the rights, but parents, I'm pretty sure you know what song I was getting right here. It's one day the world's gonna make a change. All right, if I sing anything else from that, they're gonna make me pay for it. So, yeah. But you know what song I'm talking about. So yes, we could all make a change. And you know what's another good thing? If anyone's not, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that a lot of parents have you guys doing this already, because I sure do remember writing a lot of letters and pen pal letters as a kid. Yes, I do. It was always write a letter. Always a pen pal letter. So I'm sure there's some of you kids at home that are actually writing some letters to our great medical professionals that are out there on the front line trying to save the world right now. and putting their lives and their health and their family's health at risk to get everyone back to healthy and to rid, hopefully, this virus of our planet. So we gotta definitely send out warm wishes, thanks, and love to everyone that is doing their part to help us during the COVID-19 virus. It's not an easy time, guys. Definitely not an easy time. But it doesn't have to be a hard time, and it doesn't have to be a sad time, and it doesn't have to be a time to not be unsure of anything. It's a time to reflect, time to renew. It's like, all right, the car has finally broke down. That family vehicle has broke down. It's time to get rid of the station wagon. The kids are, woo! We're not going to be in that station wagon anymore. All right, let's get this. Let's get that. Then Dad pulls up with an Astro van. You think you're getting rid of that family vehicle, but it's just another ugly family vehicle, but larger. I know a lot of parents and kids. I don't think there's really that, well, there's maybe one or two ugly vans out there still. I don't like the Toyota Sienna. Sorry, parents. It's an ugly van. Sorry. And it's a Toyota. But yeah, try going up in the 80s and the 90s, kids. They had the ugliest cars. The ugliest cars. So when we went on family vacations, I mean, at the time, our car was a cool one. But now that I look back, I'm like, it looks like a big old shoebox. We had an Astrovan. The sliding doors. I remember the Astrovan. Oh, but there are some great memories in that car. We've taken many road trips. A lot of road trips. Why? Because here's a fun fact about my father. My father does not like to fly. So that means no leaving the country for him. I'm the only one in my family who's left the country. I know that my sisters and my mom, they want to travel. I mean, my father went to Hawaii. I mean, that's still part of the country, but he got on a plane for that duration. So proud of you, Pops. I think he gets that fear from his mother, my grandmother. Because I know she had a fear of flying because she always took the train in. She lived in South Carolina. She never flew. We'd always pick Grandma up from the train station. And my grandma, we picked her up. Oh, I used to love it. She always smelled like peppermint patties and had peppermint patties for me, or peppermints. And she always had a $100 bill for me. And she gave my sisters a 20. She always gave me 100. They didn't know what I was getting for allowance because Grandma loved her only grandson. And I loved my grandma so much. I was Mama's boy and Grandma's little boy. Like, you couldn't tell me because if my father got on my nerves or I couldn't get something I want because he said no, I would pick up that phone, right? Boop, 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 boop. And I would call his mother. I call my grandma. Because Grandma didn't want to see her little baby upset. But you got to stay on Grandma's good side because if you didn't clean your room, Grandma would give you that granny pinch. I know some of you parents know what that is, especially if you're from the South. If you're from the Mason-Dixon line and on, you know that grandma pinch, man. When she pinches your inner thigh and it feels like that thing burns for like 5 days, you learn your lesson. You'll never not clean your room again, tell you that much. I can kind of feel that burn still from grandma. But most of the time, it was always a sweet little grandson. Did everything my grandma wanted me to do. I love spending time with her. I used to play the piano for my grandma when I went to her house in South Carolina. She had awesome piano. I used to play piano for her. Always performing for my grandma and just doing whatever because I love your grandparents. I know you got to love your grandparents from afar, guys, but please make sure you're checking in on them. Sending letters, sending them love. I know my parents this week. Oh, this is really cool. My parents this week are actually my father's good friend. His fraternity brother is turning 100 years old, guys. He's turning 100 years old this Friday. That's old. But he's smart. He's like, I said, is he doing good? My father's like, oh, he's good health, witty, just fast. He's not running, walking fast stuff because I guess 7 years ago he might have slipped when he was shoveling his driveway. It's a classic Maryland thing, guys. But otherwise, yeah, my father's like, yo, he's good to go. He's just so congratulations. So what they're gonna do is, obviously they can't have this big 100-year-old birthday party. So they're going to all drive by the house and honk, and they're going to all have their fraternity colors on and, probably sing happy birthday from him. It's going to be tons of his fraternity brothers and, you know, their wives and sorority sisters there. So that's an awesome gesture to do at a time like this, during these hard times. But, guys, spend the time with your family. We reached the end of the show. Thank you guys for tuning in for a live Chatty Charles today. I'm loving season 2 with you guys already. We're doing live versions. We had Kayla and Daniel on last week's show. It was really awesome. I'll be having some great guests on the show this season. I'll be having an amazing stylist by the name of Cindy, who will be on the show. I have some more upcoming things that we'll be talking about, guys. Don't forget, soon, in the next 2 weeks, I'll be including some bonus little episodes on there. So make sure you guys keep checking your podcast. Subscribe so you get notifications. Checking me out. My handle, hashtag Chatty Charles on Twitter. And you guys know The Real Charles Anthony Instagram. And just Charles Anthony at Facebook. You guys, have a good night. Thank you, parents, for those who let your kids stay up and hear this. We love you. Be good to your parents. Good night. And don't forget to wash your hands.